only met like
No,
a day ago.
we haven't even met yet.
Hey,
It's
you be
just
like-
via internet. So it's just like,
You have to go ahead and just say,
I commend you for being
please.
comfortable enough to share that with me, and I feel sorry for the situation, but I can't.
You
do
can't
that.
live for me
Check,
though.
please.
I'm gonna have to ask for the check.
Hey, you gotta go. Hey, bounce. Pineapples.
I'll have a water.
Pineapples.
If you're on a date and somebody and the date say they have a water, they through.
Check, please.
They saying they ain't spending no more money because this ain't working. I'll have a water.
And I'm like, look, this Negro tripping.
Maybe some coffee.
Some frappuccino.
So honesty is first, though. If you get some, and I like honesty because it's saying you go. I'm meeting the real.
Going the extra mile
I'm meeting
to meet the real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can start making my decision right now. You
Mm-hmm.
can start making yours. The next one will be trust. I put honesty first, but then you have to trust.
Yeah. You know, some people have that shield of trust sometimes.
Trust is hard to.
It's hard to me. To me,
give
trust
in
not
to.
hard. To me, trust not hard.
Man.
I'm a very old person, so my thing with trust, it's not hard to trust. But when you start doing stupid stuff, oh yeah, that's when I cut you off.
I think trust needs to be defined as well,
Most
because
definitely.
you have different levels of trust. I can trust you maybe with my car, or something random, but can I trust you enough to disclose intimate information about myself and know that you're not going to turn around and use that against me?
Right.
That's a whole different level
It
of
ball
trust.
game, yeah.
So I guess honesty can grow and trust.
Trust can grow.
It has to.
Yeah.
It has to in order for you to have a successful relationship.
There's a wall that protects us.
Try to break the walls down.
Whoa, Rich, that's what I'm talking about. That's important.
But when do you let those walls down? You can't just be that
When you married.
transparent.
When you get married.
No, sir, no, ma'am.
See, here-
No, sir, no,
How
ma'am.
come?
If you waiting to let your wall down,
Yeah,
when
we
you
get
the
married.
ring on, you're gonna be in trouble.
Exactly.
But no,
How
what
come?
I'm saying is trust especially for those that have been betrayed.
Yeah, they got that wall. They
You
got the
a
shield
brick wall
up.
up now, and
Yeah, they
you
got-
may pull it back to see, and then y'all can talk to that little space.
How you doing?
I'm
doing
I
good.
appreciate that you ain't finna bring
How
no
is this
bum.
topic supposed to be enlightening?
Just the definition
we're
of
breaking it. We're breaking
breaking
it
it
down.
down.
We're breaking it down.
So
Go ahead.
Confucius. So
he got confusion.
The wall is
You
up
said-
though. That's the barrier of trust though. When somebody is constantly defending something,
Yeah.
they have a wall. They
Wall,
don't. They don't
level
want
wall.
to be here because when you trust somebody, you open yourself up to be here.
Exactly.
when you get to know them, the wall should start coming down.
It got to, yeah, it got to. If it don't, then that means it's not
All I
compatible.
was saying was when you get married, shouldn't be no wall there.
Yeah, when you get married,
at
if
all.
it can be a little wall, because there's some things you don't want to know about your significant other, so it's gonna be a little wall. But
yeah, like what goes on all the time at work.
yeah, when she was 22, a movie just happened to be made. You don't need to know that.
Too much.
That'd be
So
something you can
some-
trust to not tell me about.
Right.
When they get mad though,
Yeah.
don't see yourself on the
That's
TV
another
screen.
thing about trust. Because like you said, if I find myself trusting you,
Yeah,
when you get mad,
you don't use it against me.
am I now afraid for the things that I've told you?
Exactly.
Right.
All the things that we
Yeah.
have done are.
Yeah. So
See?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
and that's only in a relationship. You cannot trust people. It's like if it was a hookup or something, ain't no trust in that.
No,
I trust that you'll shut up and go home,
Home
once it's
and
over.
do your yeah.
My name is Jose. That's how much trust you have.
Rodriguez.
This is talking about a serious relationship.
Right.
Yeah, trust plays a big role.
But hold on, you said something key. Even with hookups, don't you still have to have some
ma'am.
level of trust?
No,
hold on,
ma'am.
because
No.
you can't just hook up with just anybody.
Trust
Not
You
just
can, you
anybody,
just-
but it's not a trust in them.
You
It's
said the
a
trust is below
You
the
need
belt.
to trust to make sure they clean and there's no
That's
Yeah,
why you
it's
protect
where you-
yourself.
yeah.
That's why you
Exactly. I'm
wear
still-
you wear a yellow suit over your head
But
and
even
everything.
still, then,
young raincoat.
If you're doing all that, you do not trust him.
Raincoat.
That's what that means. If I got on, a NASA suit, I don't trust you.
I mean, something is chemically wrong with you. Imbalanced.
I can smell it.
Oh no, I ain't touching it.
stay on topic,
Okay.
please and thank you. Stay on
We
topic.
about to talk about the next one anyway. Sexual compatibility.
It's necessary.
It is very necessary.
It's serious. Yes, it is.
But
Again, we're not going to should do it before or after
well.
marriage, though. You need to eat more carrots and walnuts. Carrots and walnuts
I'm
will
trying
help the
to
brain.
word this.
It'll help the brain reach back into that library.
Come on, be
pull out
nice to
something.
him. Be nice to him. He has to word it properly now.
I guess the other person that's experienced has to teach the other one that's not so experienced.
That's a
It can be taught.
It's a growing experience. I mean,
Yeah.
but both people need to be willing
To learn.
to learn. I mean, because just with anything, if both people have been involved with someone else, you need to make sure that
That's sexually compatible for you.
one person may like one thing.
One person might like it rough. Other one might like it.
Okay, but we're gonna keep this topic clean because I'm having corporate prayers.
Okay.
I want to deviate, but I also want to add to something. We talked about, what did you say, sexual? Oh, you said one is more experienced than the other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Question: would you
Uh-oh,
rather
here we
have
go.
a more experienced partner, or you be the one that's more experienced?
Sure, you can be even Steve with me. I don't care.
You don't care?
It don't bother me.
I'm gonna come back to you, Rich, because I got something on that.
She can have.
I think I would probably want to, if it's a long lasting relationship. Well, that's a hard one because you're gonna have to.
You still
Questions
gotta
gonna pop
question your
up.
brain.
But
Well,
I
how
would
many-
say I'd rather be with a female that
It's
had a
less
little bit more experience than me. She
Why
can
not?
show me some stuff.
Why not that spirit? You can go ahead and teach her something.
I want to be.
You can be the teacher.
I want to be excited to go to school.
Well, you gonna be excited?
I'm gonna learn something.
You learn something today.
You gonna learn something.
I got to go teach. You know.
Sometimes
I
you
got to
gotta
get out the lesson plan, but you could go and say, "I'm gonna learn something."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But sometimes you gotta be the teacher. Like, you know what? We're gonna have this structured right.
I guess so.
Sometimes ain't nothing wrong being a teacher now. Teach
Okay, I guess you got a point, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess in my fantasy world, I would rather.
I'm even Steve.
I'd
It don't
rather
bother me.
be at the end of the night saying I ain't never had nothing.
Like
I don't even know what that was. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna research
Sometimes
that.
sometimes the one less.
I'm gonna look that up on the internet.
I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes the one less
If I should
experience.
feel bad, you know,
Sometimes the one with less experience might wind up fooling you.
with less experience.
Yeah, they might. Once you teach them, hey, they might be teach new tricks too.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
They might be flexible,
So
flexible enough.
Progressions. You know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're moving to the next topic.
We're not even through with this because y'all brought up sexual compatibility. And also, we got another piece on it, sex in a relationship. It's going to be better when you are exclusive, first of all, and y'all have a whole lot of knowledge of each other.
Exactly.
But we can be deceived because he said you can be with a partner, a chick or whatever, and you're doing a good job. But then let's say you meet somebody else, and she throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
Like an old shoe.
And see, that's why it's important to take the time to learn that partner, because what may have worked with somebody else previously
It might not work
may
with-
not work with
with
this new
them.
person.
Can't that and I was thinking that's gonna deceive us. You gonna think you
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you a pro.
Hell,
No,
yeah.
but see,
You
that's
gonna
why
think you top notch.
that's why open communication is vital
Love a
when
man.
you're experiencing this area, because I'm not gonna look. I got limited time. We're not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna, okay, how can I say this nicely?
Don't say it nicely.
I'm not gonna boost your head up. Don't waste my time. So I'm gonna let you know what I like, and I would prefer for you to let me know what you like. That way we can meet somewhere in the middle and accomplish some things so that we can get on that path to make it more enjoyable quicker. I'm not gonna see him
It's
play
like
like
a business endeavor.
it's
Yeah,
not.
yes,
But
it's
I
a-
mean, well,
You invest.
What's the movie?
You invest.
Justin Timberlake and the little
Jessica
girl?
Biel.
just
like-
friends or
Just
friends with benefits or
friends
something like
benefits.
that.
Friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Same
You tell me
thing.
what you like. I
saying,
tell you
yeah,
what I like.
What I'm
They
saying
did.
is, you was with
Oh, he hit
this
something
chick
right there.
likes you. If she likes you, the intimacy is gonna be off the chain for her. But another chick, you put the same amount of effort in,
She
is
ain't
saying
satisfied.
It is horrible. You know, I'm saying it's dependent on the actual attraction. It's not so much as the quality
action.
of sex that you have. It's the attraction that there is between each
It's
other.
hard
Well,
to be
hold on. The
attraction.
quality of sex does play its part,
It plays its part, but I'm
because
saying
if you have that connection,
It
if you
can
have
be-
that bond with that person,
then
that's
it's
just only
gonna
going to
be-
heighten it.
That's right.
So you can't just sit there and say no. That's just going to add to it, hands down.
But I'm saying
Period.
if
Look at it getting all happy.
If
Ooh,
she-
getting all hot and bothered over there.
if
Jesus,
See how the
yes.
hallelujah.
Yeah, did you see? You know, every woman does this hallelujah thing with their hands.
she remembered, she went back.
Yeah,
to
she
a
went back in
point.
time right there. Yeah, she.
I don't know
But
what
I'm
y'all
saying-
talking about.
I'm saying if the attraction between the girl and the boy is there, then the sex will be. You can have a beanie weenie, and she'll really enjoy it
That's true.
because she is with somebody she is just attracted to.
But see, for women, it's more of an emotional connection, whereas it's not as much as a physical connection. Yes, because I mean, there's all kinds of saying you can have, you can be well endowed,
And
but
still not get the job done.
exactly.
Yeah,
Why? She wasn't attracted to him.
she would attract
Oh,
to
it's
It's
Well,
more.
it's
It's more
her.
of an emotional
It's no
connection for
attraction,
women.
Well, okay, she didn't have the emotional connection to him, even though he had everything working.
Exactly.
So that's why we would just
Once
deviate.
again, like I said, that goes back to wasting time. I'm going to tell you what I like. I want you to be honest and tell me what you like, and we can
So,
kind of meet in the middle
If
somewhere.
you were a more experienced man, you can't tell him what you like. You can
Why
just
I can't?
find out
Yeah,
what you
what you
like.
like.
No,
You
no,
can't.
not necessarily, because you have to, just with any area, you have to be able to communicate openly.
I never knew I liked green eggs and ham. I didn't know I liked them, Sam. I am.
I know I don't like ham, and you're not gonna sway me on it. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
That's the same thing he said.
So when you-
I-
what you-
in
what
the
you-
beginning, he said, "I do not eat green eggs and ham. I do not eat them, Sam. I am. I will not eat them on a bus. I will not eat them on a plane." But then at the end, he was like, "Damn,
This is
Sam,
good. This is good green eggs.
can I get a second plate, please?" You know what I'm saying? So you may meet somebody that know how to do a little something else that you ain't never experienced. And then, you know, you
But
can
that's
add
where
that,
that
you can
middle
bend
ground
you can-
comes in.
So you can't really throw out a list. You must do this.
Nobody said anything about a list.
You
It's just,
must do this.
no, it's
This
just
must
like,
be
okay,
done
it's
twice.
She
like
basically
buy-
saying
it's
what
just
she
like
want.
buying a car. You know, you have an idea of what
What
it
you
is that
want.
you're looking for.
Yeah.
And now when you get to the actual dealership, there's upgrades. There's
Yeah.
things that you may not feel like is necessary.
Okay, I'll buy
Same
that.
thing with
Yeah.
sex.
How about
You
it?
got upgrades.
just know
You
what
got
kinda-
tune-ups.
What you expect.
You get your oil drilled.
All right, let's move on for that one because we're going to come back to that
Please.
anyway.
Yeah.
The next one is a big one. Ambitions and goals. If you got somebody you trying to be with or they trying to be with you and y'all have different ambitions in life or different goals, it will go its separate ways. It will not
That
last,
is true.
Yeah, that's true.
in my opinion.
It will.
Well, I can up you one by just going by my own personal experience. With us running our own separate businesses, it became more where it started off originally as we're growing together, we're trying to reach
Do
this
something
goal
together.
as one, but then it became more competitive. Oh, my business is doing better than
Exactly.
yours, or
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Finances play a huge
Fin-
part
yeah.
in
It
the
does.
relationship too. Yeah. And then goals. Let's say your goal is to have 2 kids. His goal is to have 2 dogs. You know, separate ways.
No.
So y'all gotta have a common.
Go.
Yeah.
A shared goal with each
Yeah,
other.
y'all
But
gotta,
now you-
not exactly share, but y'all gotta support each other's views. Like,
Yeah,
see, you trying
but
to
you know
go this
what?
way, I can support that. I'm trying to go this way.
It's the lack of support that what she was saying. It was the lack of support of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
The
sounded
balance.
like
It's like keep it
that's-
balanced.
That situation sounded like
It's competitive genes.
ego.
Yeah, ego. That
yeah.
sounded like what's the word? That
Male
I'm gonna use?
egotistic?
Not male ego, but
Insecurity.
Insecurities.
But when you compete,
It's
and
competitive.
I
Competitive.
guess insecurity.
Competitive
and he
spirit.
didn't like to punch that fact that he may have been losing.
Yeah.
May have. I
You,
don't
you bruised his ego.
No, but see,
Some form of that.
even when you have goals and so forth, when you're in a relationship,
should be
it's
together.
still necessary for you all to go back and revisit to make sure that you're on the same track. Because things with life, everything changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something that you all may have wanted, or a goal that you all may have wanted to pursue
Mm-hmm.
in 2 to 3 years, may not be as realistic. So you go back, and that way it keeps you all on the same
Same
page.
balance,
Communication.
communication, and you
Real
know,
communication too.
who to say you probably could have helped him, and he could have helped you. I mean,
Some people communicate with an answer in their head. I'm waiting on you to say what I want you to say.
Right.
That's
That's not
Exactly.
communication.
as just
And effective communication is actually
Not
doing
talking at all.
active listening.
exactly.
All right, the next one is a big one also. I've seen many people go look crazy over this one. Religion. You're a Catholic, and
I'm
I'm
a
a
Christian.
Oh,
Buddhist.
okay.
I'm a Hindu.
I'm a Nation of Islamist,
Mm-hmm.
and you are a Catholic. Yeah, those are 2 totally different ones. You know, And they have strong, especially if you believe in it, they have strong ties. And everything you do, your religion plays a part in it. So,
and then especially if you all get caught up and you have children,
where they gonna go? Yeah, what they gonna be?
Because a divided household is not going to stand, and that's with any religion.
Do it equally.